What do you do if you have a really bad episode of low back pain during this pandemic? Hey folks, my name is Dr. Dean McClelland. I'm an Aurora-based chiropractor. Today I want to go over really the top tips that I give my patients if we were in normal life that have acute or an episode of low back pain. So here we go. So the first tip I give my patients is always starting with ice. Now I know it can be a bit confusing whether or not to use ice or heat. In my experience, ice, you can never go wrong. And it's the same principle. If you sprain your ankle, you don't put your ankle in a bucket of hot water. You want to put ice on there. And the reason why ice is helpful is it helps to reduce inflammation. So the golden rule I find for most patients is use ice right on your low back in the area that it hurts for about 10 to 15 minutes. And do that multiple times a day. Even you can be doing that once an hour to help to reduce that amount of inflammation. The second tip is to keep moving. Now, this is going to be difficult because you're going to feel like you just want to sit on the couch, or you just don't want to be moving because obviously it's really painful to be up and moving around. But patients get better faster when they start to get some gentle movement. So that might be walking across your house, or maybe going a few steps outside and back, or it might be going around the block or getting the mail. But getting a little bit of movement multiple times a day will really help to speed up your recovery. Now the third tip is to avoid any soft chairs, like a soft sofa, soft armchair, anything that your body's going to slouch into, kind of like this, is that what you want to avoid is to have those soft chairs. The reason why is that puts increased pressure on the discs. I find patients do a lot better when they're sitting in a more upright position, like a kitchen chair, or a stiffer armchair where you're not sinking into the chair as much. So make sure that you're watching what type of chair or what type of couch that you're sitting in. The fourth tip is to get some sort of extension into your low back. Now there's a lot of standard exercises, what we call Cobra position, where you're lying on your stomach, you're pushing off the floor and trying to get your upper body kind of in that Cobra position. For a lot of folks that's helpful because again, it puts some extension into the low back and helps to take pressure off the disc. However, if you have increased pain while doing this exercise, stop. Obviously everyone's a bit different. There can be different things that can be happening in the low back. As a general rule for a lot of people, this exercise makes them feel more comfortable. The next tip is to get into recovery position. What do I mean by recovery position? Well, it's to get your knees and hips at a 90-degree angle and just let your body relax. Now, you can achieve this by stacking a whole bunch of pillows or taking a small ottoman or a bunch of cushions off your sofa to get into that position, or you can lie on your back with your knees and your hips up on the sofa. And the reason why that's helpful is it's just the most neutral position to take pressure off your low back. Now, the last tip is to get some sort of gentle traction into your low back. Now, this can be difficult in these type of circumstances when you don't have special equipment at home. But in terms of, there's a couple ideas that you can use to help to get some gentle traction into your low back. The first thing is to hold onto the top of a door frame and just try to let your body sit down and try to elongate the spine. That helps to take some gentle pressure off the low back. If you can't reach the top of a door frame, what you can do is you can hold onto the door handles and try to do that same movement. Or you can find a sturdy spot. If you have stairs going upstairs on your banister, make sure it's really solid, that you can kind of sit back, lean back, and try to get some of that extension into your low back. The key with all three of those variations is make sure you put a chair behind you, so if, for whatever reason, if you were to slip, that you're not going to do even more damage by falling backwards. I hope you find these quick tips helpful. Again, it's not a great time to be experiencing low back pain in terms of this current climate, but I hope these things can help you speed up your recovery. If you're not obviously able to get to a chiropractor, osteopath, physiotherapist, perhaps your normal healthcare provider. So again, try these out. Again, my name's Dr. Dean McClelland. Stay safe, and I hope you have an awesome day.